Welcome, everyone. My name is Joe O'Hay. I'm a sales and account manager here at VAI, and I'll be leading today's presentation on S2K mobile order entry. So to start, just wanted to quickly run through our entire mobile app catalog. This is a list of all the current mobile apps that we have to offer. The first one is the order processing or the order entry app, which we're obviously going to talk about today. That can be used by both sales reps and customers. But just so everyone else knows, we have individual apps for route sales, proof of delivery, a warehouse management mobile application, a sales info mobile app. That's really for high-level sales KPIs and reports. Very useful for executives or managers out there. And then we also have a mobile field service app, which plays with our service and repair module for any customers that are utilizing that. There's a mobile field service app that the field reps can use as well. So this is the app catalog. These are all native mobile apps, right? So they're not, web-based. They're actual, physical apps that are natively built, and they can run on both iOS or Android. So back to the topic today. Well, just to highlight, I kind of just mentioned this, the differences between a web app and a mobile app. You'll see a lot of other companies or vendors, right, that say they have mobile applications, but really they're just web apps. They're connected to the internet. They run in a browser, and they don't have native functionality such as, what we have to offer here. So our apps are all native, meaning they can run connected or disconnected from the internet. They run locally on the device, and you can take advantage of all the touch navigation that you would expect from a mobile application on a mobile device. So this is the S2K order processing or order entry mobile app. What you see here on the left, this app can be utilized by both sales reps and customers, right? So your sales reps out in the field can use this app. They have a little more flexibility in the things they can do. And then you can also brand this app, put it in the Google Play or Apple Store, and have your customers download it to place orders as well, right? So you can use this app to place orders, quotes. And as I mentioned, there is an offline mode. So you can use this app when you're disconnected from the internet or Wi-Fi, right? So even if you're disconnected from the ERP system, you can still run the app. You would just download or sync your data. This is common where we have people that are, getting ready to go in, a rural area or, the back of a warehouse where they know they're not going to have a good connection. They can sync everything before they hit the road and then still use the app disconnected, right, in the offline setting, place their orders, and then the second they do get a connection, everything will sync back up. So it's a nice feature, right? Online or offline capabilities. Users can also use this app to check pricing, product availability, open AR, sales history. They can process payments, right? So sales reps can take payments, right? Or you can give the ability for your customers to pay via credit card. And then, as I mentioned, the app can be branded and deployed on the Google and Apple app stores. So here's just an example of one of our customers that has branded this app and given it to their customers, right? So this is their app. It's out in the app store. And then their customers can go on and place orders through the mobile order entry app. And mobile order entry has been probably our most popular mobile app. We have many customers using it, and we all seem to hear the same thing, right? And that's when customers start using this app, they're seeing sales increase, right? Because you're now giving the ability for your customers a quick, easy, and convenient way to place orders right through the comfort of their own mobile device, right? This can run on any iOS or any Android device. Your sales reps may want to have a more rugged option or even like a Bluetooth scanner hooked to it, because through the app, you can actually scan UPC and barcodes, right? And that will add things to the order. So there's a lot of different ways you can utilize this. You can mix and match devices. it does not matter. It's sold as an unlimited user license. So I'm just going to take us through some of the functionality. What you see on the left is the full menu, right? Everything you can do within the app. If you were a sales rep, you would have the ability to change the account, right? These would be your customers. So you'd have this change button, and then you can select the customer account that you're working on, or, the customer's location you're at. If you were locked in, right, and you were signed in as a customer, you obviously wouldn't have this change button, and you would only be able to access your company information, right? So as a rep, I can come in here, select my customer. Once I'm locked into a customer, this is pulling real-time pricing, inventory availability, right, directly from the ERP system. So when I shop for products, all the pricing, inventory, availability is pulling in real time based on the pricing and, all the tables that are in the back end of S2K, right? So some of the things you can do, you can just do a basic product search for a product you're looking for. You can type things in here. You see this little camera button and this little toggle, right? So if you were using a scanner or you had a device that had a scanner built into it, you can just scan barcodes, right? So you can type in what you're looking for. The product shows up. You can see high-level information. You can easily just touch with your finger. Yep, need, 2 of these, right? Or if you wanted to go into it in detail, you can click or touch the item and get more information, right? So on this screen, I'm going to touch this construction paper. Here's the item detail screen in the middle here. As a rep, I can override price or GP percentage if that's allowed. You can still lock that down. For your reps, customers obviously wouldn't have that ability, right? So you have high-level information here, notes, division, class. If you scroll down, you would see, availability by location if you had that turned on. And then obviously you're seeing nice thumbnail images, and you can get a larger image as well. So that's just your basic search, right? Oh, here's your buttons here, right? You can look at comments and look at your inventory across all your locations by clicking the buttons down here. And then here's your full inventory across all locations. The next thing you can do is just a basic shop by department, right? So I can click on shop by department. These would be your product divisions in S2K, and I can search for products this way, right? Same concept. You would use your finger or click onto it, key in a quantity. You can also shop from prior history, right? So this is like your shopping list on the mobile app. This shows everything that this customer has purchased in the past, right? And I can just shop right off history. There's also an order pad. So this kind of mirrors the rapid order entry that we have in S2K. And you basically would just come up here and key in your item number and quantities if you knew them. Right? So basically, once you've added your items, you've touched things on the screen and you've added things, right? You check out, you would click the little shopping cart in the top right corner. It would display your cart, all the items you added, discounts and things like that. That also flows automatically from S2K. So if a customer had a discount, an order level discount, that would flow through automatically. There are ways you can override and lock people out of those things. But by default, they carry over. You would check out. Here's your summary information. You can review this. Shipping information, this all flows through. If a PO number was required, you can have that key in. And then as a rep, it's kind of hard to see, but on this middle screen, on this middle screen here, you can also flip this right to a quote. So if you didn't want to actually submit this as an order, you can flip it right to a quote. And then right behind the scenes, you see these 3 buttons here. That's if you wanted to collect payment. There's a credit card button, cash, and check, right? So this is assuming you were a sales rep. You would see those 3 buttons. If you were a customer, you would just have the credit card button, or you can put it on account. So looks good. I would hit confirm, and then I would get this order confirmation. and the order number here. Here's those buttons I was looking for. So here's the credit card cash check. Say I was paying by credit card, I would click this button and then put in my credit card info. I mentioned earlier there are offline capabilities, right? So that's what this section is down here. I said you would usually come in like the morning or before you're hitting the road and download your data. So you would come in here, click this download data and sync all the files down to the phone. And then you would be off and running, to go out in the field and take orders offline. When you do get a connection, you can do a sync or the device will automatically sync up and send those orders back to S2K. On the account inquiry side, so you have all the basic order functionality, which I showed: product search, shop by department, shop from prior history, quick orders, order pads. You do have a number of kind of account lookup information as well. So I'm in an account, I can click on the Your Orders button, and this will show me all the orders, not just mobile orders, but every order that's in the system, right? And the status. So you can see picked at warehouse, invoiced, open, right? All these different invoices and orders that are out there. And I can click on any one of these and see the details in the summary, right? So you have a full sales inquiry through the mobile device. I can come in here, get detailed information. If I need a copy of the invoice, I can get a copy of it, right? Or send it to anyone else, copy of the invoice. You can also go into your account and go to Open AR. Here's all the invoices that we have to pay. And I can actually pay these invoices right through the app, which is nice. So I can come in here, click Open AR. Maybe I need to view the details or get a copy of that invoice. We can do partial payments, right? But basically what you would do if you wanted to pay some of these bills is come in here, you would check them off, right? Which invoices you want to pay. You would select them, hit next, and put in your payment information. You can pay your bills right through the mobile order entry app. You can also key in notes. So I know a lot of our customers and prospects ask if this is also a mobile CRM application, and my answer to that is kind of, and we're making improvements in that area. So what we have today is you have basic notes, right? You can key in any kind of note on the customer account, and this note information flows back to S2K. And then you can also log calls and activities. And that information, if you're using the S2K Salesforce CRM, that information will flow back to the CRM. So you can log activities against an account from the device that will sync back to the CRM. But as far as kind of meeting, tracking, and more detailed CRM functionality, that does not exist in the app today, but it is something that's in development and we're working on, right? So for today, you can key in notes, right? You can voice these in. I know that's popular. People just like to hit the little mic button and, voice in their notes and then hit save, right? So you can do that. You can go into contacts and see any contacts associated with this account. You can add new ones on the fly. And then you can also go to the call history, right? So the call history, that's the section that syncs up with the CRM, right? So I can go into call history, see all the CRM activity, and then I can also click add, which I don't show, and I can add an activity or a task associated with any contact at any account.